All right, Rosemary, so you sounded pretty confident there about these charges not being true. I mean, what makes you so confident when Pasco is so defiant the other way?
I am confident. I think they rushed to judgment. I know that these are legitimate campaign transactions. I've spoken with my client. We're ready for a jury trial. You know, it was shocking to me that he chose to indict this case. He doesn't even have the transcripts ready. We asked for those immediately. You know, why indict a case if you don't have the transcripts ready and don't have the evidence ready for the other side? You know, it's time for the people, the viewers, to hear the whole story and get to the truth of this matter so Senator Courson can move on with his life.
Do you think it was a rush to make him look bad or to show that there was still movement in this investigation?
Absolutely. Unfortunately, Senator Courson is the latest victim in partisan politics at its worst. You know, it's just an embarrassment. He's a great man, and it's just my privilege to defend him, and I look forward to him being exonerated.
How can you justify then him taking cashing checks back into his own personal account?
Well, you're basing that on hearing, again, one side of the story. You know, I tell people all the time when they see news articles, you have heard one side of the story, their side, and haven't even heard the other side. You know,
what is the other side?
Why rush to judgment? That those are legitimate campaign expenditures. Legitimate campaign expenditures. We will prove that.
The Constitution allows or guarantees a speedy trial. Can you delineate the difference between that and what you're asking for under this system when you say we want a speedy trial?
We are asking for a speedy trial, and in South Carolina, in Richland County, there are different trial tracks. We're asking for track 1, which is a 60-day track, but obviously we cannot go to trial until they get us the grand jury transcripts and the evidence in this case. And why we can't have that in 10 days, I don't know, but we're going to be pushing for it. And if we don't have it in 10 days, then we're going to ask for another hearing and we're going to demand the evidence in this case. Again, why charge a case if you're not ready to go forward with the trial?
I believe I heard that Solicitor Pasco saying that there were 13 payments that were all under $10,000. Is that significant in any way?
No, not significant. Those are legitimate campaign expenditures, and we'll be able to prove that.
So that is not, $10,000 is not, I think in other cases, it's been a trigger that sort of alerts that there might be some sort of improper transaction going on there when it comes to banking.
You know, I don't know what he thinks is significant or why he thinks it's significant. I have not seen what the evidence is in this case. We look forward to getting it. But you know, I know what I believe the truth is in this matter, and we look forward to presenting that to a jury.
And the judge mentioned, I guess, that he asked the prosecutor to see if he could produce it within 10 days, and it sounded like...
The prosecutor said they didn't even have it ready.
So what happens, and did the judge order him, or doesn't happen in 10 days? What happens then?
No, he didn't order him. He kind of left it you know, for us to get back with him if there was a problem, and we will certainly do that.
Can you describe for us how your client is handling this, given his long track record, his 33 years in the Senate, his service in the Marines? You described him as an American hero. This must be a terrible blow to him at this point.
It is. I mean, can you imagine someone in his position with his stature? You know, a month ago, the last place he thought he was going to be is in a courtroom, you know, in front of a judge. He's devastated that he's not serving the citizens of South Carolina right now. He wants to be back in that Senate representing his constituency, and it saddens him that he's not able to do that.
You mentioned it was affecting his health. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
It is, because even when innocent people are charged, just the stress of having to go to court, to appear in court, you know, most average people haven't gone to court. They don't do this every day like we do. And so the stress of that, he's taking immunotherapy, and as you all know, stressors can do horrible things to your body, and it can affect his immune system. But we remain strong. We look forward to a trial, and we're trying to get that trial as soon as possible.
So what happens now after the 60 days? So essentially, if within 60 days you don't have a trial, or how would that work?
Well, again, you know, we want a speedy trial, but you can't have a trial without having the evidence. So we need the transcripts, and we need all the evidence in this case. And I would imagine it's voluminous.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.